Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and a brand new video. So, before I do my story time, because I have a little story for you guys, on Friday, I'm getting my tripod. Well, I'm purchasing it, it's not actually arriving, before anyone questions, which maybe not. I don't get many comments, but you know how it is. Anyway, I am having one of those nights where I just cannot sleep. My head hurts. I'm hurting because it's that time of the month, ladies. You know how it is. There's a lot. Like, it's too hot. Dad was freezing earlier, so he whacked up the heating, which is fine if he's cold, you know. But I've been sweating. I had a bath to warm up when I was cold, and now it's too hot. Anyway, that's not the story time. We will get to that. But I am having days where I feel amazing, and then days where I feel like absolute shit. And I don't like it, but you know. I don't know how to feel some days. This is a quick life update before the story time. And the story time actually involves this t-shirt. It says Man Gang. Yeah. I'm very well known with them. Which is, anyway, that's not what it's gonna be about. But I just want to mention before the story time that I do have ups and downs like anybody else. We're human, it happens. But I emotionally am going through something that no one knows about because I've only just admitted it to myself, like, as of we speak. And I'm supposed to be making Lucas a coffee, and I'm talking to you guys instead. He will get his coffee, but here I have to wait till I go upstairs because I'm yet to finish this and get myself a drink. The reason why I'm stood and leaning like this is because my phone is on charge, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna get a quick drink and a tablet to help my monthly pain and my headache. Sometimes I get a headache when it's too hot. I may have to open the back door and just cool down. We don't have the window open upstairs. No, we don't. I don't know. It's too hot. It is really hot upstairs. There's a lot of furniture up there, so naturally in the bedroom you're gonna find it warm. Yeah. I have acid, so I'm on the milk because I'm not having bicarb. If I have acid, I'd rather have something I really love the taste of to get rid of it than something I find absolutely gross. I haven't done a sat down, well, I'm standing up, but like proper serious chat with you guys in like I don't know how long, so it's a life update / story time. I don't know, but you may as well grab a drink and watch because I can see this getting really long. Okay, that tastes gross. I'm gonna have to get some milk. So, as you guys know, Man Gang is a men's peer support group, it's a safe haven for men where they can talk, because as the t-shirt says, it is not weak to speak, which I'm a firm believer in. So obviously there's meetings that happen every Wednesday. Obviously it's men only, so I can't go. But Saturday mornings the walk, that's pretty much open to everybody, so I get to go, and that's why I've met Man Gang. Pretty much. And they're incredible. I love Man Gang, the things that they stand for, the men that get supported. Some of them obviously have opened up to me about things that they've gone through or possibly still going through, and obviously I've not seen them in a while because we've had Christmas and New Year, and New Year's Day I could have walked with Dad and Man Gang. There were people there. I was told who was there. It's just, if Dad goes and I can't go, I like to know who was there, so I can say, oh, how are they, you know. Obviously that you can only say, oh, they're good, or they're not doing so great. You can't go into detail because confidentiality and all things like that, which I understand. I always ask how his meetings go on a Wednesday. Oh, how did it go? Was it good? Yeah, it was great. Obviously, he's allowed to go into detail about himself, but anyone else, obviously, I know he can't, which is fine. Even if I know about the person, do you know what I'm saying? So it's, oh, who did you see? And before he goes, it's like, I'll tell him to say hi. Like, if you see my favourite, you know who I mean. Give them a hug and say it from me, because I've not seen them in ages. My favourite was there Saturday, and obviously I couldn't make it. The second time I don't go, my favourite's there. Are you kidding? Please be there Saturday coming up, because I'm going to try and be there. Even if Dad can't go, I'll go on my own, I don't care. I'm not possibly missing out seeing any of them, especially my favourite, ever again. Anyway, so sometimes I think, oh, you know, I want to keep showing my support and showing, you know, as much support as I can by wearing my t-shirt. So I was approached by, you know, this t-shirt, and I'm about to explain why. And I won't cry, but it did nearly get me. My back was hurting, so I decided I'll come and sit down. I don't want to wake anyone, so I'm trying to be really quiet. Anyway, so I had 7 days left on my medication. So I went to, obviously, go and get my prescription, and there was a young man in there who saw my t-shirt, and he goes, Man Gang. And I said, oh yes, my t-shirt, Man Gang, with a really big grin, because you know I love them. And he said, tell me all about that, what's that about? And he looked at it further, and he goes, oh, yes. And he read that slogan, it's not weak to speak. And he goes, I like that, that's cool. He goes, tell me all about them. So I did. I told him what they're about, what they do, and what this t-shirt's about, and why I've got it. And he got emotional and said that I struggle myself I really need a man hug. And I said, that's what they're there for. A man hug. Obviously, I'm not going into detail with what he said next because he went into some personal things. I'm sorry, I don't want to get emotional, but if I do, I do. Do you know what I mean? We're allowed to. um, he went into detail about things that he's been through, why he is struggling, basically, and he's told to man up a lot about things that he went through. And I said to him that that there's a lot of men out there that are told to man up, and it's not something that I personally agree with. And he said, from a woman, to say what you're saying and how you're saying it, and the support you give the men that you have met from that group, that's incredible. You know, for a woman to see and realise for herself that there are men out there that struggle, that get told, then they're not allowed to because they're a man. You know, he said that you disagree with that. And I said, yeah, I do. I disagree with that. I'm sorry. And he said, has anyone opened up to you? And I said, there is one particular man who has opened up to me about what he went through, and he's still going through bits of aftermath, if that makes sense. And I was saying that he really opened up to me on the first time we met. He opened up and was just so sweet. Obviously I'm not going to mention it, confidentiality. He had explained the mess he was in, the things he did to stay in the mess that he was, and why and what happened. And it helped encourage me to open up and say things that I had been through, and our friendship grew and grew and grew, and we're really good friends. And I said to him that that's just what it's about, you know, hearing other people's experiences, because you just, you know, you never know, their experience could be so similar to yours, and knowing that you're not the only one going through it and you're not alone makes your situation easier. And, you know, it made me want to be there for him more. You know, and then one other man from the same group, you know, opened up to me and said that I'm going to open up to you. I trust you because you're Tim's daughter, Tim being my dad's name. And he opened up to me as well with things that obviously they're staying private. And allowed me to say, oh, I went through that, or oh, I know someone that had similar, and it's, you know, and all things like that. And he continued getting emotional, and his manager said to him that go and have 10 minutes in the break room, make yourself a coffee, just sit and chill, and if you need longer, let us know, and just take a breather, and then you can come back. And for his manager to, you know, overhear all this and just say to him, look, you know, you obviously need time. And I felt so awful that the conversation made him cry, because all I did was go in to get tablets, you know. I felt so awful that it made him cry. I apologised, and his manager said, please, please don't be sorry. We're so glad this happened because we had no idea, and now we can look after him a lot better, keep an eye on him, and if he ever needs um a, a minute, then we will really consider it more with him. And you know and the fact that happened, I'm trying not to cry. I shouldn't really stop myself, but I don't know. So what had happened next was I said to him, what day and time and the location of the meetings. I said all 3 locations that I know about because I didn't know where he lived or where his nearest one would be. And it turns out the one nearest to me is round the corner to the flats that he lives in. So I think he lives close to one of the members, and well, they could walk there together. So on his way there and on his way back, he would have someone else extra to talk to on the way there and on the way back, and it's company for the other guy who I know, who is incredible. They're all incredible. The things that they do is just so amazing, and this guy felt so like wow, and knowing that he knew that there was help out there for men made his day, and seeing his reaction had made my day, knowing that it's just when he said to me, like, knowing that there's a peer support group out there for men makes my day, because he had no idea that there was such a thing. He knew there was like therapy, counselling, support groups, but he had no idea there was a particular one for men and only men. And it reassured him that there is hope, and it made my day because I love it, and it's made me like, wow. All I did was pick up my tablet in a Mangang t-shirt, and look what it's done already. It's given someone hope. Whether he goes to the meetings or not, it doesn't matter. A woman gave a man hope, which I know can happen, but I don't know how often it is, but it made his day. And it took from me wearing it and him going, oh, Mangang, wow, what's that about? And that's all it needs sometimes, is for someone to read a slogan or something on your t-shirt and go, oh, what does that mean? And I just, so for you men out there that really are struggling, just know that you're not on your own, and that there is help out there. Obviously there's more than Mangang, but Mangang's the one that means something to me because of the people I know that are benefiting from it. If you guys want to know names of any other men's peer support groups, I will try and link them down below. Mangang are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I don't know about YouTube. They do have they're on something else. LinkedIn. I think they are on LinkedIn. If not, the man who organised and started Mangang, he's on LinkedIn. He's amazing, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have met and loved him, and I wouldn't have met a really, really, really dear friend. And he brought a really good friend into my life, and I am forever grateful that I met a really good, long lasting friend who is just so kind. And I just want to say, if he actually watches this, I don't actually know how you're single, because you're the nicest, kindest man that I met. Like, I don't. I mean, if you're wanting to be single, that's great, but just all the men in this group who are single, you're all so lovely and so kind, and you deserve to meet somebody that's just as kind and just as unselfless. Like, honestly, and this guy I met today, if he doesn't turn up to a meeting, it's okay, because, you know, when he is ready, you will really get on with him. He's so lovely. But he works in my local pharmacy, and whenever I go and get my meds, I get to see somebody that I gave hope to, and it's gonna make me feel more happy and not so anxious when I go and get my meds because of him. Like, I don't know yet. I knew I was gonna cry. Man Gang is the best thing that's happened to Dad as well. They're amazing. There is another men's peer support group that I've heard about called Man Cave. I don't know what they're like, how they do things, but I know I mention Man Gang a lot because I know them and I've met them, and I've known them a while now, which is crazy. If it wasn't for the man who started Man Gang, we wouldn't have had a nice warm house. One of the members fixes boilers, and he did a £500 plus job, and saw that my dad was that much of a good friend that he didn't charge. It's just small things like that. The people you know. Yeah, I'm forever grateful, and I know that Dad would be happy for me to speak on his behalf to say that he's forever grateful. He can't say anything now because he's asleep in bed. But I know that we're both forever grateful. Yeah, I just want to thank you all so much. And there's particular people that I want to do more than say thank you. You've all got something more than just a thank you, and I wanted to find out bits about particular members of things that they're into. So when I say thank you for just everything, I know it's something you're actually gonna really enjoy. So I won't name any names, but you will deserve something because of how amazing you've been with me and Dad. I know you're a men's peer support group, but some of you have supported me. And it's not just because I'm his daughter. You're just that type of person. But yeah, I'm going to end it here so I can go and wipe my nose and I can get to bed. But yeah, I just thank you so much. Honestly, like, thank you. Yeah. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Fantastic.